So everyone else has worn Batman shirts for their reviews, but I don't have a Batman shirt, so I'm wearing Batman socks. Yeah! So today I'm reviewing The Dark Knight Rises, and the storyline of The Dark Knight Rises is 8 years on, a new terrorist Bane overwhelms Gotham's finest, and the Dark Knight resurfaces to protect the city that has branded him an enemy. Now, this is directed by Christopher Nolan, and it stars Tom Hardy, Christian Bale, Anne Hathaway, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Gary Oldman, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine. Just a brilliant cast. So this is a film I have waited for a very long time because I really enjoy the other films. I thought, in my opinion, I know some people are going to disagree with this, I sort of enjoyed Batman Begins just a little bit more, but I still think Dark Knight is perfect, a brilliant film, and this film ends the trilogy so very well. Now, like a lot of people have saying in their reviews, it's not as good as The Dark Knight. Now, in my opinion, it's not. Dark Knight was just a masterpiece, really. The villain was brilliant, just everything was good in that film, and this is perfect, but just not as perfect as The Dark Knight. This film had a lot to live up to. It had a big pair of boots to fill with the Joker and all that in The Dark Knight, but this was incredible. There's nothing bad to say about it. I got out of the cinema and I already wanted to go and see the others showing straight after. Now, I had a 1:45 PM ticket for this, and then the cinema near me decided, oh, we're going to announce more showings, and they announced a 10 AM showing. That was the first show, and I was like, I need to go to that. So I went to the 10 AM showing. I got up, that was the first showing of the day, and I just sat down and I knew I was in for a good time. Now, everyone is brilliant in this. We've got Christian Bale playing Batman. We've got Joseph Gordon-Levitt playing John Blake. He is possibly one of the best people in the film. He just does a brilliant job. Joseph Gordon-Levitt shows that he can do so much level with his acting, and he is brilliant in this. And then we've got Catwoman in this. Oh, what the hell is that? Not that Catwoman. Get that out of here. We have Anne Hathaway as Catwoman, and she is brilliant. She plays a brilliant Catwoman. Now, when people first saw that she was going to be Catwoman, they were like, no, I'm not too sure about that. She won't be a good Catwoman. She'd be quite rubbish. But no, she did it perfectly. She pulled off everything really well. She's got some little one-liners, but she does them all well. She's just brilliant in her role. Gary Oldman is brilliant as always. He is just an excellent actor. And now I'm going to speak about Tom Hardy, Bane. Now, there's a few parts in this, like about 2 or 3 parts, where I was like, what did he say? I couldn't understand that. But everything else, you can understand really well. You can understand everything he's saying. And Tom Hardy is possibly one of the best actors out there at the minute. Now, you know, you can't see the whole emotion in his face in this, but you can see the expression in his eyes, and he does it so well. Brilliant actor. His voice acting for the whole Bane, because, you know, it's mostly the voice acting with this mask on him. And he's like, let the games begin! You know, that sort of thing. So he just does everything so well. Tom Hardy almost steals the show in this film, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the one that steals it most because he is just a brilliant actor and just plays his character so well. And then Christian Bale. Now, a lot of people always moan about Christian Bale's voice, you know, the one where he's like, where is she? And all those sort of voices that he does. But this isn't really a theory. I know some people might have probably thought this up before, but I think that Christian Bale does this when he is being Batman because so many people know about Bruce Wayne, so many people know who he is, they know how he sounds and everything, and he puts on this voice because he doesn't want people to know that Batman is Bruce Wayne. He just puts on this voice so he can sort of cover up his normal voice because he's got sort of this voice that people will recognise straight away. That's why I think Christian Bale does the voice for Batman. This film was just so well done. This is so action-packed. The effects and everything are brilliant. It just flows so nicely. It's a 2 hour and 40 minutes long. And you know, sometimes when you watch films that are that long, you will get a bit bored. But with this, I wasn't bored one bit. I had a grin on my face in so many parts of this film. It was just perfect, start to finish. Now, it's not as good as The Dark Knight, like I said. I'm going to sort of say why, because The Dark Knight was just a film that just blew everyone away and did it so well, and we had sort of, you felt more for the Joker, sort of the character was more, you feared him more, and just the first time you saw the Joker in that film, you were like, wow. And in this, you've got the same sort of thing with the first time you see Bane, you're like, yes, this is going to be a cool character to see. But it was just the Dark Knight was a sort of a better film. But The Dark Knight Rises is still a perfect film, still a brilliant film, and I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it can't get a lower rating. And I'm going to go and see it for a second time on Tuesday. I'm probably going to go and see it a load of times because I loved it so much. Christopher Nolan has done a brilliant job. It's an excellent finish to the trilogy. I'm sorry this review wasn't really sort of me talking about that much, but I feel that if I went more into it, I would spoil it. So I wanted this to be a spoiler-free review. If you do want me to do a spoiler review, then I will do that, because there's so much that I could sort of give you spoilers to, but I don't want to. I just want to say, if you're thinking about going to see The Dark Knight Rises, definitely go and see it. If you liked Batman Begins and Dark Knight, then you will love this. It's a brilliant finish to the trilogy. Christopher Nolan has done an excellent job. This is a really dark film, but it's done so well, and I loved it, and it's one of the best films I've seen this year. It is the best film of this year. So that is my review of The Dark Knight Rises. I hope you enjoyed this. My next review is going to be Project X, and say what other sort of things you want me to review. So that is all for now, and I shall see you all later. Goodbye.